Today we're really getting stuck into the second pond project. Over the last few days my brother's already got underway with it, starting out by digging out the pond, which we're going to finish this morning. He's laid down the foundations to build the dwarf walls that are going to go round, and then the plan is to have another stainless steel water blade, a smaller one than the last project, with a red brick finish wall with Indian stone on the top to finish. So that's the plan. We're going to use the pressure filter that was taken from the last job. There's nothing wrong with it, just wasn't quite substantial for the size of the pond on the previous project. So we're going to make use of that. It's already got a pump and everything needed for the water system. Here's the bricks, ready to go. Then just into the garden. So you can see the breeze blocks for the foundations that brother's laid. I'm going to just dig a little bit deeper to increase the depth of the pond. And you can see flags have been laid at the back, which is going to be where the stainless steel waterfall blade is going to go. And all the stuff for the system, the pressure filter and whatnot, can go behind that. So it's critical at this point in the project to make sure that you've got rid of any particularly big or sharp rocks. This is the time to do it. You want to mount the pond before you put in the underlay and the liner, because there's no going back if you leave anything behind. So due diligence at this point, make sure it's spot on before you go any further. So this could take a good hour.
Yeah, boy.
So we're just on to doing our second course of sand and cement. Got our first layer of bricks in there. I just wanted to video this because we've got a very nice mix here. You can see that because it's sticking well to the trowel. So on we go. So we had an excellent day yesterday. We're on to day 2 now. We did all the first course of the brick, both the brick and the breeze block yesterday. Also shored up some of the shells inside. So the next job is to put in the underlay and then the liner. Once we've done that, we can then do the final course of brick around the perimeter to secure the liner, get a finish on top, and then we go on to look at doing the water blade, water feature wall. The underlay has now been put in. We've also added sandbags into the corners to act as a bit of relief. It also holds the underlay down. Should make putting in the liner easier at the next step. We're also going to remove the bricks and use a duct tape just to hold the underlay down, so that we don't have any risk of cutting the liner when we install it. To his pocket. Ready?
Sorry to film it.
So we're now folding the edges of the liner as the water level rises, trying to make it as tidy as possible, just working in the corners. It's going to take a couple of hours. That's it. You can stop filming. We're very fortunate on this job to have PT Site Services working alongside free of charge. Just happens to be a certified electrician and much more. So on this job we've got some armoured cable coming from the garage, so that's been routed in along the side of the path. Then got a pair of sockets there and some Blagden switches for the different appliances that we're going to have in the pond. So this will enable us to control the pump, the lights that are going in, and also the pressure filter. So we've made really good progress on the pond today. We've managed to do the soldier course all the way around the top to fully enclose the top of the liner, secure that. We've then, in doing so, we've also added an overflow pipe to keep the water level just at the bottom of the bricks on the final course, and a couple of conduits. There's a reason for 2. At the moment we're using a 1-inch pipe for the system, but in the future if my brother wants to increase the size of the system, say he has a lot of stock in here or something like that, there's the possibility to use the 1.5-inch pipe that's been put in as well. But in the meantime, he can put his wires through the 1-inch pipe and his 1-inch pipe for the system through there. So we've emptied the pond now so that we could get out all the residue from the sand and cement. It also means that we can use the ledge as we're building up the water feature wall as well.
What are you doing there, Jack?
Oh, it's funny you should ask. Just doing the final bit of pointing on the feature wall. It's come on really well today. We've got the blade in place. We've already added the hosing on before doing so, made sure it's watertight. And now just a bit of pointing to do, and hopefully we might be able to do a wet test in a few hours' time. Stay tuned. Ponderer, you're on video.
So it's always important after one project to make sure the water quality is good. So I always suggest getting in and just making sure everything's good. So as long as you can sit in for a couple of minutes, you're probably going to be all right. The fish are going to be cool and everything's going to be good.
Get you ready. Get you ready.
And that's me out.
So we've had another productive day today. We started off by adding a bit of a gravel trench along the side of the grass. The purpose of this is to enable us with this pressure filter system to be able to use this pipe. I'm going to add an attachment so that we can, when we want to clean the system, we can take this off, turn it back on with the new attachment, and then it can drain straight down the lawn there. So that's that. We've also added a net today. Quite a clean job. We didn't want to ruin the aesthetics, so we've put in some clips along the sides and then got it nice and taut. We also have added in a pure pond bomb. So this enables the beneficial bacteria to thrive a bit quicker, which means we can also put fish in a little bit early. Really, we should have given it more time, but the customer was keen to get them in. And there they are. So we'll see how they get on.
Thanks for watching. I look forward to pondering with you in the next video. Until then.